Namaste, this is Samta Auntie. Today we are going to review some Hindi adjectives. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes a noun. It's a word that describes a person, place, thing, or animal. How do we describe a noun? We use our five senses: how something smells, how something looks, how something feels, how something sounds, and how something tastes. The words we use to talk about the five senses are adjectives. For example, roses smell nice. The word nice describes how the roses smell, which is the sense of smell. Peacocks are beautiful. Beautiful describes what peacocks look like, which is the sense of sight. The bear is soft. Soft describes how the bear feels, which is the sense of touch. The drum is loud. Loud describes how the drum sounds, which is the sense of hearing. And the laddus are sweet. Sweet describes how the laddus taste, which is the sense of taste. Today we're going to review the Hindi vocabulary for rich and poor. Rich is amir. Now this is actually an Urdu word, not Hindi. The Hindi word is dhanvan. But in everyday conversational Hindi, you're more likely to hear amir. So that's what we are going to be practicing in this lesson. And poor is gareeb. I want to talk about the word rich in a little more detail. There are different ways to use the word rich. For example, we could say the coast is rich in natural resources, or that civilization has a rich history, or the United States is a rich country. And lastly, we could say that person is rich. The word amir that we are practicing today refers to a person or people that are rich. We would not use the word amir for the other examples that we just showed on the previous page. For those examples, we would use the word samridh. We would use this word to describe natural resources or the history of a country or civilization, or to describe a country that is rich. We would not use amir. We would say samridh. But why? Why are there different words? Well, Hindi is a precise and poetic language. And what that means is that there is a specific word for different use cases, and also different words used to express different emotions and different meanings. So that's why learning Hindi vocabulary takes some time and some practice, because it is such a precise and poetic language. And that's what we're doing today. We're building our Hindi vocabulary. So let's get back to the adjectives we're practicing today. Rich, referring to people, is amir, and poor is gareeb. Now let's do some practice problems. This rich guy is flying on his private jet. What is rich in Hindi, amir or gareeb? Amir. Donating to people who are less fortunate, to the poor, is a nice thing to do. What is poor in Hindi, amir or gareeb? Gareeb. The United Kingdom became rich when it colonized India. What is rich in Hindi, amir or gareeb? Amir. Now, we would also say samridh for this one, right? So instead of saying amir, because we're talking about a country, UK samridh hai. UK samridh hai. The UK has a lot of riches, or the UK is rich. Now, if you said UK amir hai, you could say that, but it's not quite correct, meaning people would say it and people would understand what you're saying, and I bet you people would use this word more than they would use samridh. But if you really want to be correct, we would say UK samridh hai. All right, let's keep going. Across the world, there are organizations to help the poor. What is poor in Hindi, amir or gareeb? gareeb. The little boy is helping the poor man. What is poor again? Amir or gareeb? Gareeb. This kingdom is rich. What is rich in Hindi? Amir or gareeb? Amir. Now we could also use samridh here. So in everyday conversational Hindi, people might not know to use the word samridh, but they would use amir instead. Now again, in everyday conversational Hindi, both are accepted, but samridh would be the correct word to use. The elderly man is rich. What is rich in Hindi? Amir or gareeb? Amir. These boys live in a poor neighborhood. What is poor in Hindi? Amir or gareeb? Gareeb. The rich businessman bought a new car. What is rich again? Amir or gareeb? Amir. There are a lot of poor people in the world, so it's important to be thankful for what we have. What is poor in Hindi? Amir or gareeb? Gareeb. Now we're going to remove the words and test to see if you remember these adjectives. The rich guy is flying on his private jet. What is rich in Hindi? Amir. Donating to people who are less fortunate, to the poor, is a nice thing to do. What is poor in Hindi? Gareeb. The UK became rich when it colonized India. What is rich in Hindi? Amir. Across the world, there are organizations that help the poor. What is poor in Hindi? Gareeb. The little boy is helping the poor man. What is poor in Hindi? Gareeb. This kingdom is rich. What is rich in Hindi? Amir. This elderly man is rich. What is rich again? Amir. These boys live in a poor neighborhood. What is poor in Hindi? Gareeb. The rich businessman bought a new car. What is rich in Hindi? Amir. There are a lot of poor people in the world, so it's important to be thankful for what we have. What is poor in Hindi? Gareeb. Let's review these two adjectives one more time. Rich is amir, and poor is gareeb. Great work! Now you know more adjectives in Hindi. Dhanyavad for joining me. I'll see you in class.